Okay, I hear it there. Let me check over here. I think it's going. Let's find out. There's a little bit of a lag. I got stuff going on. I got things doing things. We tried this. It failed. I see stuff there. Okay. I think we're in. I had audio over there. So, here we are. Now we're actually doing a live stream and you can hear me. Yeah, Johnny! So, we're doing a live stream. Like I was trying to say before. There he is. I was in the studio a couple weekends ago with this band. Actually, the video that I put out earlier today, I need to mute this because that's annoying. The video I put out earlier today was about making a tempo map, and I'm going to be using the same track that I did for that video, but right now we're getting closer and closer to mixing. But before we get into mixing, we got to do all of the other stuff. This way we can concentrate on just mixing. So today we're going to do some tuning. We're going to use Melodyne. I have... well, Studio One Pro comes with Melodyne, and that comes with Essentials, which is like their very baseline. It's very good, but it's a baseline. I went ahead and purchased the upgrade to that, but everything I'm going to be doing is stuff that you could do within the Essentials tools anyway. So now that things are working, let me switch over. Whoop. There you go. Now you can see my screen. Yeah, the lag is always real bad. So, here it is. You can see that. Let me wake up my mouse. Come on, where are you? There you go. So, here's our tempo map up here, like we went over in the video that I put out today. But really, I need to take care of these red vocals here, these yellow vocals here, and there are some woes at the end here, but I don't care about those. So, let's take a quick listen. I'm just going to jump to my loop, which is here. I'm going to hit L to jump to that. I clicked it, I hit L, it jumped over. So let's just take a quick listen, and you'll hear the vocals are a little off.
All this time, don't know why sit there, tears in your eyes. You made this beast, you made him drink, you couldn't even stop to think.
Okay, so they're a little out. Thankfully, when I was working with the band, they told me that the song was already, or they told me the key of the song, which was A major. So that will help out. But Melodyne can detect the key of your song when you open it up. So keyboard shortcut, Command or Control if you're on a Windows, M. That will open up Melodyne and it'll start to scan. Hey, what's this? Get out of here, you. What is this? Opening website, copy URL and paste URL. I already have Melodyne. I'm not worried about that. If it gives me a problem, I'll take care of it later. So I'm going to make this real big. We want this to kind of take over the whole screen. And I only had that one clip done if I really wanted, and I should shift click all these guys and throw those into Melodyne as well. So it's going to have to rescan everything. But now I've got all of my vocals. And it's all real small right now. But I'm not worried about that because we can zoom in. And it's been a while since I've used Melodyne, so I have to remember the keyboard shortcuts. But if I remember... Here we go. That's just zooming in on the screen. I know I can right-click and do that and go to the zoom tool. And then let's do that. So we can adjust, we can find our stuff. I'm holding shift to scroll around. What's up, Mo Jordan? So I was using shift to move around. Now I'm hitting right click to get my different tools. But usually you'll see, let's see, options. There's all kinds of different tools. I can't remember exactly where the zoom tool is outside of here. Oh, you would have to click this and go to zoom. The same thing when you right click. Come on. So we're in here and this is our lead vocal. We're going to click right here.
30 minutes, 30 years, too many nights. nights of pounding beers.
Not bad. Some of this might be able to get cleaned up, but you know, we can do the easy stuff first, and the easy stuff is actually going to be the background vocals. Now, some people may find this sacrilegious, some people may not. I'm going to throw my background vocals into Melodyne, and really I'm going to take the easy way out. I'm going to find everything. Zooming out. Zoom out, and I just want to see everything. Okay, there's everything. I'm going to grab my selector tool, and I'm going to lasso everybody. There, you can see that there's a note over here who's way down on the bottom. And we could try and re-find him.
Well, being outer space.
Clearly, it doesn't dip down like an octave or two during that part. So the algorithm that scanned the audio just kind of misplaced it. If we really want, there is a tool that lets you rescan it, but I am not too worried about that right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command A or Control A on a PC because these are background vocals. I'm going to kind of take the easy way out. If you click this button, you can then, it says it's E major. That's clearly wrong. Let's go ahead and change this to, oh, the way to change it is not by that. It's actually you go to your A and you say, this is my key. I know the song is in A major, so I went to A, click and hold, and you can do all kinds of different scales within, but I know that this is A major. So now, again, I have everything. Click this button, and I can snap all of these right onto A major. Excuse me. Then something else I can do is I can take the pitch center and drop it right in. Now all of my notes are going to snap right on the line for A major. These are background vocals, and honestly, it's okay. I'm going to do that, and somebody's going to yell at me. I'm sure they are, but that's fine. Let's listen to these harmonies, and we'll go back into Melodyne.
I hate me and I hate you. So what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're stuck here.
So if we undo,
I hate me and I hate you.
he's a little sharp, and we can hear that. We can find that note too. We can come up here, go back to our zoom, come into this guy, and all of these guys is a little bit off. I'm going to grab the selector. Like this one is 2 notes. If I wanted, I can right click and hold, come over here to note separation tool, which is a standard tool. This one here, the separation type tool, this is something in an upgrade of Melodyne, but the Essentials has just the note separator tool. And I can find it and say, you know what, my note changes. Come on. Note separator, double click. When you double click, it separates it into 2 notes. Same thing for like this guy right here. He does like a little drift where he goes, whoa. And if we listen to it,
I hate me and I hate you.
so this guy, if we go back to just our main tool, and here's the most annoying part about tuning vocals. And it was snapping to the scale of the song. So all the grayed out notes, no, not the grayed out notes, excuse me. It's just going to the scale of the song. But if we select all of these, and because they're background vocals, again, snap to A major, snap it right in.
I hate me and I hate you. So what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Straight in. Again, these are background vocals. So they're hidden. They're backgrounds. I can kind of be a little harsh from it. Hey, Brian, how's it going in Austin? I can be a little harsh about the tuning of the vocals here because these are backgrounds. So I really just want everything snapped in. So I'm going to go easy, or I'm going to take the easy way out. I'm going to select all these. Come on, why aren't you selecting? You and everybody. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to shift click to get these guys. They already all have Melodyne. Reopen everybody in the pool. Here we go. U. Done. Done, done, done. That takes care of that set of backgrounds. What I want to do is just double check that all of these. Nope. All of these guys. I just want to make sure everybody here is all selected. All of them. I don't even need to see it. Snap them in. And now we'll take a listen. Let's listen to a different line.
Outer space, outer space.
Still a little off, so that's vocal tuning for you. You have to go in, you have to find those bits.
Outer space.
You see this one drops off there at the end. So what we can do to fix the drop is the drift. If we actually just go to the regular tool, I'm going to select this guy, the same easy button up here, pitch drift. If you increase this, you can see what it's doing to the waveform and centering it on the note itself. So it takes away a little bit of the performance, but not that much, depending on how strongly you go with the drift. If I slap this all the way to 100% and hit OK.
Outer space.
Not bad. Again, these are background vocals, so I'm not too worried about them. Looks like he's got a little something going on here.
Outer space. Outer space.
That seems wrong, so let's go ahead. We'll separate, double click, and now we'll go ahead and grab. Go to this one. I want to slap them in, and let's just kind of clean them up a little. Snap to A major. Maybe those are our notes, and then we'll take a listen.
Outer space. Outer space.
It's actually on the other track. This is my left track here. There we go. Separate this one. These guys. All of you. Snap. Straight on. And now let's listen.
Space. Outer space.
I heard on the right side that the note went down, so I'm taking the one on the left and popping it right to the same note.
Space. Outer space.
There. Now those are together, and if we do them in the track, and the lead vocal hasn't been tuned yet, but here is the background vocals. I'm going to zoom in a bit.
Outer space, outer space, outer space.
There we go. Now my backgrounds at the end of this chorus are tuned up. The lead vocals aren't. We haven't gotten into those, but the lead vocals will need a bit more scrutiny. I'm going to make sure that everything that we're doing is hidden and everything that we're doing sounds natural, even though we're just cleaning up the tuning itself and the performance. But that's why I like Melodyne. Melodyne is a very powerful tool. Auto-tune is a very powerful tool. But for me, when I work with songs like this, and this is just like an alt rock style track, I would use Melodyne before I would use Auto-tune. Auto-tune is more of like a pop and hip-hop style because generally people do Auto-tune a little heavy-handed, where with Melodyne, in my opinion, it can be very subtle. It can just clean up some things that need to and not really alter the sound of the vocal itself. So let's just go through and double-check our harmonies. There's one over here. And click, hit L.
30 days, 30 nights, telling me what's wrong and right.
Sounds pretty good. Let's go in, Command M. Hey, why is it showing me MIDI? That's not what we want. Oh, I think I have the wrong track selected. Hang on. Boop. Hey, that isn't what we want. And where are we going? Hang on. Doot, 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 doot. It's been a while because usually all this is done, but it's good to learn and relearn. Okay, this one needs to be... You know what? Let's just go ahead and redo it. Let's remove the Melodyne. Vent. Boop, 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 boop. Audio. Remove bends. Remove Melodyne. Option Command M. We'll do it again. Option Command M. Melodyne goes away. This guy, Command M, is just giving me the MIDI. So let's see. This needs to be melodic. That's correct. Note editor, show pitch, beep, bop, bop. Note separations, bop. This all looks correct. I'm going to have to look into why this is... Oh, you know, sometimes it's the simple things. You're just zoomed way too far out, so it shows up like small tracks. All right. Now that we got the silliness out of the way, let's go ahead and do these. We'll take a listen to them too.
30 days, 30 nights, telling me what's wrong and right.
Background vocals, we're going to do the same thing. A major. I'm going to do it strong, and that was the left. Let's do the same thing for the right. And we'll go in, right-clicking to switch tools. I kind of want to see the whole phrase. There we go. Holding right-click, switching to main tool, select all. Click this, snap to A major. Really strong. Now we'll listen to those backgrounds again. It's okay. Some people prefer PC. I prefer Mac, but that's why I try and say what the different keyboard shortcuts are, because they are essentially the same. Command M is the same thing as Control M on the PC, and whenever you hear me say Option, it's Alt. So Command is Control, Option is Alt. And I try and do this in my regular videos that I put out every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But when I'm working quickly like this, I'm probably just going to say the Mac commands. But yeah, I'm glad somebody learned from my mistake. That's really where this whole channel came from, is I had lots of mistakes and I was looking for the resources and they didn't exist. So I was like, you know what? I'll keep making the mistakes and learn from them, and I learn quickly. At least I like to think I do. So let me start putting the information out there. Brian, you and I just learned it looked like little MIDI information. It was just zoomed way too far out. So there we were. Let's get back to these. Snap to A major all the way in. Boom. Let's listen.
30 days, 30 nights, telling me what's wrong and right.
I can rock with that. We'll move over to this. And here we go again. We already know what the problem is, that we're zoomed too far out. Okay, here we go. All these guys. Come on, give me the easy button. We know they're in. Okay, cool.
Falling apart, so it seems, bringing nightmares back from dreams.
There's something going on in here.
Bringing nightmares.
Oops. Let me move you.
Bringing nightmares back.
I think these ones need to go down, actually.
Bringing nightmares back.
Nope.
Bringing nightmares. Bringing nightmares back from dreams.
There's still something going on here.
Bringing night.
You know what it is? I think these guys need to snap a little bit more onto the notes, and we'll do kind of aggressive.
Bringing nightmares back from dreams.
I think we could work with that. Let's check out these guys.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Let's check it out.
So what?
I think we already did these. Yep. Because I did the earlier, I selected all, and then I did the same easy button, hit this, snap to A major, pitch center, and it put everybody in line. Again, these are the background vocals that we're working on now, so you can be more aggressive. Brian, how does one know Melodyne detects the correct key? Sometimes it doesn't. A little bit ago, Melodyne actually thought that the key of these vocals were in, I think it put it as E minor. But I knew that this song was in A major. And so if you know the key of the song, you can go to any one of these notes on the left-hand side here, click on it, and let's say it was B major. I can click on B and select B major, and this will tell Melodyne that the key is B major. I know that it's A major, so I did that. But earlier it thought it was, I think it thought it was like E minor or something like that. So it doesn't always know, but you can always rescan the notes. There was a way. I have to kind of look in. It's been a while since I've done it. Could be in the preferences. Nope, preferences is all of that. Shortcuts, close. There used to be a way that you could go in and rescan the audio. No, that's the groove. We're not worried about that. And honestly, you just use your ears. Everybody's going to say that. Use your ears, use your ears, use your ears. But that's really how you're going to know that the notes are either in key or they're out of key. Let's see. Time grid settings. Pitch grid. Play scale. That's that. Brian, there is a way to rescan the audio, but very quickly, I can't remember exactly what it is or what it's called. I will look it up and I'll let you know, though. Hi, Curb. How you do? All right, so that was that one. Let's double check this guy.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Pretty sure that was good. Double checking. Yep, those are all in. So we'll move on. We already did, I think we already did these ones. Yeah, because I was within the loop. So we'll go here, hit L to locate. Aha, same problem from before. So we'll separate these notes. Hey, what are you doing? There it goes. And now, go back to our regular tool. Zoom out a little. Go to the mouse. I feel like this is going to be wrong because these are supposed to be different notes.
Outer space.
I'm going to separate this one a little.
Outer space.
And then this one also needs to get separated. Now all of these guys, you can do the easy, boom, A major.
Outer space. Outer space.
Ooh, something. No, that's right. It was the one on the right. That's the other one. That's this guy. So let's go in. Yep, there's our problem. Separate these notes out. He can do that. That's fine. I want to do that just like the other one did. Grab all these guys. Nice and easy. Snap. Now let's take a listen to both the left and right.
Outer space. Outer space.
I think that was pretty good. Let me hear the beginning again.
Outer space.
Nope, too much. So here's something if you want to fine tune a vocal. Whoa, get back over there. Where'd you go? I lost him. Undo. There he is. Okay. So this guy right here. Oh, it's going to save. That's why. This guy right here. If I wanted to fine tune this one, if I click and hold, you hear the annoying. And then when you slide it around, it'll snap to notes within the key. But if I want to do maybe just a few cents sharp or a few cents flat, I'm going to hold Option and do this. And Brian, for you and anybody else that's using PC, you're going to hold Alt to do this. So I'm going to hold Alt, click and hold. And it tells you right here how many cents it's off from the note. So this is actually closer to being D sharp, and it's off by 50 cents. And then if I bring it back down, and you can kind of fine tune where you want this vocal to sit. Again, these are background vocals, so I would really have them like snapped in, but maybe this note itself needs to be a little different to stand out.
Outer space, outer space.
So there we go. I think that was pretty good. Let's jump over to these guys, take a listen.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Not bad.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do? With the
Yep, those are all in. And I'm okay with that. Again, harmonies, they can sit in the back.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Okay. So I think I'm going to save. I'm going to say that my harmonies are, I'm going to say that they're done. And what I can do is open up the track inspector, and I can render all of the tuning that we already did. I can go ahead and render. So I'm actually going to select these. And what I am going to do is I am going to duplicate my layer. I'm going to do it for this track as well. And what I'm doing is I'm just creating a bit of a safety net. If I render these vocals on the main layer now, let's just hide this, and I'll hide this one. If I render the vocals with the Melodyne tuning that we've already done, what you can do is revert back to our alternate playlist and kind of go back and fix it. Now, with Studio One, you're never really committed to the rendering because you can also always just unrender. Come on, give me those. There we go. So here's all these guys. I'm going to hit render, and I'm going to let it go. Did it do all that? How come you didn't do all of these? All of you. I'm holding shift. Oh, I just did the one. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's only doing one event at a time. That's interesting. I don't know why. But that's all right. Boop, boop, boop. I'll just kind of go through. So the good thing about it, like I was saying, like this may be an old Pro Tools thing that I do where I put things onto a new layer and then do any kind of commitment from there. But with Studio One, you don't have to do that because you can always, all of these buttons are turning to blue and they say restore. Restore just kind of unrenders in real time. Well, not real time. It takes a second to process, but it unrenders what you've done. But it allows the processing power of the tuning to not run while you're mixing. So it's kind of baked in, but the information's still there, just kind of off and in the background, freeing up some processing power. So it's definitely helpful. But if I ever need it, I always have my backup layer, which has everything on it. Again, this may be an old Pro Tools thing that I'm doing, but whatever. Okay, now we can concentrate on our lead vocal. And I'm probably just going to do a little bit of this because it's getting to be almost 7 o'clock. I got to go eat dinner. Yeah, Johnny, it's a powerful tool. All right, let's do this lead vocal real quick. Whoop. I make lots of little noises, so everybody's going to have to deal with that.
30 minutes, 30 years, too many nights of pounding beers. I see you crystal.
So let's do the same thing. We're going to go section by section, but this is the lead vocal. So I'm not necessarily going to... I'm going to hold shift, select all these guys. I'm not going to do the same thing where I go, okay, snap to A major, bam, everybody's in, job done. This is the lead vocal. You want to be subtle. So what I am going to do is I'm going to snap to A major because I want my notes to sit in the key. But I'm not going to do the pitch center. Or if anything, maybe I'll just do a little bit, like 16%, to get me close. And then I'm going to do the process of going in and listening to everything and making fine-tuned adjustments using my ear.
30 minutes.
Nope.
30 minutes.
So for this note itself, he's off a little, so I want to fix his drift. Now, if I go 100%, you can see it's not even really doing a lot. It's just at the very beginning. But I'm going to clean him up a little. Make sure it's at A major, which we know it is. And maybe I'll just kind of put him a little closer to on.
30 minutes, 30 years, too many nights of pounding beers.
I think that's okay. What about this one? Nope.
Too many nights of pound.
No, the note he had originally was good. Come on, go down.
Too many nights of pounding beers.
Cool. Click up here.
I see you, crystal face. Think it's time.
These guys, that's a little off. These ones, because they're real short, we can snap those in.
I think it's time to leave this place.
Interesting. This one, the formant, no, not formant, because formant will allow you to kind of go in and like change the drifts. We're going to undo that. I can grab the end. It's how it drifts into and out of these notes. Do we use pitch drift waltz? Yeah, sometimes, but not all the time. Ball in the Jack Studios here. Nice. Okay, so I need to finish up because I hear a lot of stuff happening outside of the room.
30 days, 30.
This one, I want to clean this guy up a little and make him a little tighter in and not as drifty. Oops, get out of here with the loop.
30 days, 30 nights, telling me what's wrong and right. You picked me.
Okay.
You picked me up and threw me down and threw my ashes across the town.
And there's just this one.
Across the town.
All I want to do with this guy is maybe center him up just a hair more.
Ashes across the town.
Not bad. Okay, I'm going to do this and say, firstly, thank you for tuning in. This was my first live stream, and I think it went pretty well. Well, I guess Johnny will say it's technically my second live stream, but within like 5 minutes of each other because I had a little bit of an issue on the first one with the audio coming out. I've fixed that now, and I think this went pretty well. I'll probably grab some clips for this. Thanks, Chris. I'll probably grab some clips from this and put it onto my YouTube channel, but I put a new video out every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure to check all of those out. I want to say thanks for tuning in. If you want to reach out to me, go to www.timflansbaum.com. And as always, as in all of my videos, if you have any questions, ask them in the comments and I'll answer them in a future video or now a future live stream. Again, thanks for tuning in and I'll see you next time.